Speaker, I rise today to honor the life and legacy of a great and a very good man, Mr. Louis Lon O. Normandin II of Monte, Sereno, California, a beloved businessman, philanthropist, and community leader. Lon passed away in December of 2025 at the age of 91. Born and bred in San Jose, Lon graduated from Bellarmine College Prep and earned a business degree from Santa Clara University, and then proudly served our country as a first lieutenant in the U.S. Army. He married his high school sweetheart, Peggy, and together they shared 70 years of marriage and raised a large, loving family. Following his military service, Lon Normandin carried on his family's storied business legacy, serving as president and chairman of the Normandin car dealership, a family business bearing the Normandin name since its founding in 1875 as a horse carriage manufacturer. Under the leadership of Lon and his kids, the dealership continued through its fifth and sixth generations, a rare achievement in America that reflects the deep bond that the Normandin family had with the community. Over more than 60 years in the auto industry, Lon earned national recognition, led dealer efforts to rebuild Chrysler alongside CEO Lee Iacocca back in the 1980s. Lon became a finalist for the National Time Dealer of the Year Award and helped lead his industry as a chairman of Chrysler's National Dealer Council and as president of Chrysler's California Advertising Association. And he was a renowned business leader in the area. He also co-founded a bank, Heritage Bank in Silicon Valley, and he was sought after for his business advice. But Lon was far better known and far more beloved for what he meant to our community and how he lived out his faith. He supported many in need with a particular passion for the education of children from struggling families. As a generous benefactor, he served on the boards of the Catholic Community Foundation, Santa Clara University, Bellarmine College Prep, Presentation High School, and Notre Dame High School. He led major fundraising efforts to build and expand Catholic elementary schools in the area, helped establish St. Francis Cabrini in San Jose, Holy Spirit School, and Sacred Heart Nativity School. Lon served the community and his faith as a longtime member of the Knights of Malta, and he was a familiar face at every 6 a.m. daily Mass. His generosity extended well beyond the church. For many years, he volunteered weekly at Martha's Kitchen in San Jose, serving meals to neighbors in need. And I would see him in there with an incredibly big smile and lots of friends joining in. He often brought his children and grandchildren along to embrace the value of service. Above all his accomplishments, I remember Lon for his kindness and his unwavering instinct for helping others and his deep devotion to his family. Lon treated everyone with respect, offered a ready smile or laugh, and sought to help anyone in need. And many came to him and to Peggy seeking help. His 6 kids went on to become great community builders in their own right. Mark, Karen, David, Lisa, Diane, and Paul. In my own youth, Lon provided me with a wonderful role model of Christian selflessness, leadership, and service. As I eventually learned, I wasn't alone in making Lon my role model. Many of my friends in the Normandin orbit felt the same way. Mr. Speaker, I ask my colleagues to join me in celebrating the life of Lon Normandin and extending our very deepest condolences to his beloved wife, Peggy, their 6 children and spouses, 14 grandchildren, and 11 great-grandchildren. The family was the great joy and foundation of Lon's life. We honor Lon Normandin's legacy of faith, family, and service, and express gratitude for the example he set. May he rest in peace. I yield my time.
The gentleman yields.